Today we're diving into something deeply personal yet profoundly impactful: the art of privacy. In a world where we are encouraged to share every detail of our lives, there are certain things that should remain ours alone. Not because we are hiding, but because some things are best nurtured in silence. Guard your personal plans, your dreams, your goals, your visions for the future. These are precious. Too often, when we share our plans prematurely, we invite unnecessary opinions and doubts that can cloud our path. Keeping your ambitions close to your chest allows you to develop them fully before inviting others in. Let your actions speak for your plans. Protect your finances. Whether you're experiencing financial highs or lows, your money is your business. When we disclose too much about our financial situation, it can create misunderstandings or unwanted expectations. Keep your wealth or struggles to yourself while you work on your financial health. Maintain privacy about relationships. Relationships, whether they're flourishing or facing challenges, are best managed privately. Discussing your relationship problems or triumphs with too many people can invite unwanted opinions or judgments. Protect the sacredness of your personal connections by keeping certain aspects between you and those involved. Keep your charitable acts quiet. We often feel the need to share our good deeds to seek approval or praise. But the truth is, real kindness doesn't seek recognition. When you help someone, do it for the act itself, not for the accolades. The best kind of giving is silent and sincere. Hold back on your fears and doubts. We all have fears and insecurities, but not everyone around us is equipped to handle them with care. Share your worries only with those you trust, people who will support and encourage you, rather than amplify your doubts. By keeping your vulnerabilities within a trusted circle, you maintain control over your own growth and healing. Your next moves. Before announcing your next steps, ensure you're on solid ground. Whether it's a career change, a new project, or a personal transformation, reveal your plans only when you're ready to act. Let the world be surprised by your progress, not your promises. Personal improvements. The changes you're making in your life, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, are yours to nurture. Share them once the results are evident, not while you're still in the process. Growth happens best when it's tended quietly and intentionally. In keeping these 7 secrets, you're not withholding from the world, you're creating a sanctuary for your personal growth. You're allowing yourself the space to evolve, to succeed, and to live authentically without the noise of outside opinions. Remember, sometimes the greatest power lies in what you choose to keep to yourself. Let's explore the idea of guarding your personal plans, a concept that can seem counterintuitive in a world where sharing every detail of our lives has become the norm. We're constantly encouraged to announce our goals, ambitions, and dreams, believing that external validation and public accountability will somehow push us closer to success. But in reality, the opposite is often true. There is immense power in keeping your personal plans private, allowing them to develop quietly without the influence of others. When you share your plans prematurely, you expose yourself to outside opinions, expectations, and unfortunately criticism. Even the most well-meaning people can unintentionally derail your progress by projecting their own fears, doubts, and limitations onto you. They might not see your vision the way you do, and that's okay, they're not supposed to. Your dreams are personal, uniquely crafted for you, and only you fully understand their significance. But when you share them too soon, you allow those who don't have your perspective to influence your confidence and direction. That's why guarding your plans is about protecting your focus and keeping your energy directed inward, where it's most needed. Think about how many times people have shared an exciting new idea only to be met with responses like, "Are you sure that's realistic?" Or "What if it doesn't work out?" These seemingly innocent remarks can plant seeds of doubt. They make you question whether you're on the right path, even if you were sure of it just moments before. Doubts from others can easily morph into self-doubt, making you second-guess your abilities and your vision. When you keep your plans to yourself, at least in the beginning, you create a safe space where your ideas can grow without external interference. Another reason to hold your plans close is the phenomenon of false satisfaction. Psychologists have studied how announcing a goal can sometimes give people the same feeling of accomplishment as actually achieving it. When you tell people about your plans and they congratulate you or offer encouragement, it can trick your brain into feeling like you've already succeeded. This sense of premature achievement can reduce your drive to put in the hard work necessary to make your goals a reality. By keeping your plans private, you maintain the hunger and determination needed to see them through. It's also important to recognize that every plan, no matter how brilliant, requires time to evolve. Ideas are fragile in their early stages. They need nurturing, refinement, and adjustment as you move forward. When you share your plans too early, you expose them to potential negativity before they've had a chance to solidify. It's like planting a seed and immediately exposing it to a storm. It's vulnerable. Instead, give your plans time to take root and grow strong. Once they're more fully developed, you can introduce them to the world with greater confidence, knowing that you've done the groundwork. This doesn't mean you should isolate yourself or never seek guidance. There's great value in sharing your plans with a small, trusted circle of individuals who truly support you and understand your vision. These are people who will offer constructive advice and encouragement without imposing their own fears or doubts on your dreams. However, this group should be selective. Not everyone needs to know what you're working on, and certainly not everyone deserves a say in your journey. The act of keeping your plans private can enhance your personal accountability. When your dreams remain with you, you become the primary person responsible for holding yourself accountable. You're not relying on the external pressure of having to prove something to others. Instead, you're driven by your own internal motivation, which is often far more powerful and enduring than the fleeting opinions of others. When you finally do achieve your goals, sharing them with the world can feel even more rewarding. By this time, your accomplishments speak for themselves. People will notice your progress and success without you having to announce every step of the way. There's a certain magic in letting your results do the talking. Your actions and achievements will serve as inspiration to others, more powerful than any preemptive declaration of intent. In conclusion, guarding your personal plans is not about secrecy or shutting others out. It's about protecting your dreams and giving them the space they need to grow. By keeping your plans private, you're ensuring that they develop in a way that's true to your vision, free from external judgment, doubt, or unnecessary pressure. You're allowing yourself the freedom to explore, to make mistakes, and to adjust course without the weight of public expectation. When the time is right, you'll be ready to share your success with the world, confident in the knowledge that you nurtured your dreams in the best way possible. Let's take a deeper look into the importance of protecting your finances. In a world where social media constantly portrays lifestyles of excess fancy cars, designer clothes, lavish vacations, it's easy to feel the pressure to share our financial situations, whether we're thriving or struggling. But this desire to reveal our wealth or even our hardships can sometimes do more harm than good. There's a significant benefit to keeping your financial matters private, not only to maintain peace of mind, but also to protect your future. First, let's consider the impact of sharing your financial successes. When you tell others about your income, savings, or investments, you often invite unsolicited advice, judgment, and even envy. While some people may celebrate your accomplishments, others may feel resentment or envy that could strain relationships. Even worse, it could create an unhealthy dynamic where people begin to see you more for your financial status than for who you really are. Those who know too much about your wealth may start treating you differently, expecting more from you or feeling entitled to your time, resources, or help. What starts as innocent sharing can quickly lead to uncomfortable situations where boundaries are crossed and friendships or family dynamics become complicated. Announcing financial success can put pressure on you to maintain appearances. When you let others in on how much money you're making or what assets you own, there's an unspoken expectation to continue living at that same level. This can lead to financial stress, as you might feel compelled to keep up a certain lifestyle even if it's unsustainable or doesn't align with your long-term goals. By keeping your finances private, you free yourself from the burden of having to meet others' expectations. You're able to live comfortably within your means, make wise financial decisions, and focus on what truly matters to you without worrying about what others might think. On the other hand, sharing financial struggles can also backfire. When people know too much about your financial difficulties, it can leave you vulnerable. Some may pity you, while others may judge you or offer well-intentioned but misguided advice. You might even feel ashamed or embarrassed, as if your financial situation defines your worth. But the truth is, everyone experiences financial ups and downs. Keeping your struggles private allows you to work through challenges without the added pressure of other people's opinions or judgments. When it comes to money, privacy gives you control. You are the one who should decide how much to share, if anything at all, and with whom. Sharing too much too soon can lead to misunderstandings and complications. For example, when others know about your financial challenges, they might worry about how it affects them, even if it doesn't. Or they might assume you're in a better or worse position than you actually are, leading to inaccurate perceptions that can influence your interactions and relationships. Protecting your finances also guards against potential exploitation. When people know your financial situation, particularly if you're doing well, it may invite requests for loans, favors, or financial support. Even if you're in a position to help, feeling obligated to do so can strain your resources and create uncomfortable situations. This doesn't mean you shouldn't help others, but by keeping your financial details private, you retain the freedom to give on your terms without external pressures or expectations. Financial privacy allows you to make decisions with a clear mind. You can invest, save, or spend based on your own values, needs, and goals without the noise of external opinions. When too many people know your financial situation, their comments, suggestions, or criticisms can cloud your judgment. It's easy to be swayed by someone else's perspective, even if it doesn't align with your own long-term objectives. By keeping your finances private, you protect your decision-making process, ensuring that your financial journey is guided by what's best for you. It's also important to note that financial privacy promotes security. The more people who know about your financial status, the more vulnerable you are to fraud, identity theft, or even personal safety concerns. Sharing details about your wealth, investments, or bank accounts can inadvertently put you at risk, especially in a digital world where information can spread quickly and fall into the wrong hands. Keeping your finances private is a simple yet powerful way to protect yourself from these threats. Protecting your finances isn't about secrecy, it's about freedom. It's about maintaining control over your life and your resources, free from the opinions, expectations, or demands of others. Whether you're doing well financially or working through challenges, your money is your business. By keeping your financial matters private, you allow yourself the space to grow, adapt, and make decisions that serve your best interests. You'll be able to build and protect your financial future on your own terms without interference from outside forces. Remember, your financial journey is personal, and privacy is one of the most valuable tools you have in ensuring that you stay true to your goals and vision. It seems that every relationship detail is shared, dissected, and discussed, whether on social media in casual conversations or among friends and family. But there's incredible value in maintaining privacy around your personal relationships. Protecting the details of who you're dating, your marriage, your friendships, or even family dynamics is not about hiding the truth. Rather, it's about fostering healthy, strong connections that are free from unnecessary outside interference and judgment. One of the key reasons to keep personal relationships private is to prevent external opinions from clouding your judgment. When you share too much about the intimate details of your relationships, you open the door to other people's perspectives, which may not align with your own. Friends and family, even with the best intentions, can offer advice that reflects their personal experiences, biases, or values rather than what's best for you and your situation. While seeking advice in times of need is important, constantly sharing the ins and outs of your relationships with too many people can lead to confusion. You might start second-guessing your instincts or making decisions based on how others think you should act, rather than what feels right for you. By keeping certain details private, you allow yourself the space to nurture your relationships based on your own wisdom and understanding. Another crucial reason for privacy is to protect the emotional sanctity of your relationships. Relationships are built on trust, vulnerability, and intimacy. When you broadcast details about disagreements, challenges, or even moments of happiness, you unintentionally expose the emotional core of your connection. This can lead to feelings of betrayal, embarrassment, or even resentment within the relationship. Imagine how your partner might feel if private details of your relationship were shared with others without their consent. It creates a dynamic where your relationship is no longer just between the two of you. It becomes a topic for others to comment on, discuss, and perhaps even judge. Protecting your privacy helps to preserve the emotional integrity of your bond, ensuring that it remains a safe, trusted space for both parties. Maintaining privacy helps to avoid unnecessary drama or misunderstandings. Relationships naturally have ups and downs, and sometimes, when you're in the heat of an argument or a disagreement, it's tempting to vent to others. But in the process of sharing those difficult moments, you may unintentionally paint a skewed picture of your partner or the relationship itself. The person you confide in may form a negative opinion based on incomplete information, and once the issue is resolved, they may still hold on to that negative perspective. This can create tension and awkwardness, especially if those you've shared with continue to view your relationship through the lens of that one difficult moment. By keeping relationship challenges private, you give yourself the opportunity to resolve issues internally without complicating things with the opinions or judgments of others. Privacy also plays a role in preventing jealousy and envy. We live in a time where social media is filled with curated snapshots of people's relationships, romantic getaways, extravagant gifts, and public displays of affection. When you share too much about the highlights of your relationship, it can inadvertently invite envy from those who may be struggling in their own relationships. While it's natural to want to celebrate the good moments, overexposure can cause others to feel inadequate or compare their own situations to yours, which can strain friendships and connections. By keeping certain parts of your relationship private, you avoid creating unnecessary competition or envy. It allows you to celebrate your relationship for what it is, without the added pressure of external validation or comparison. Privacy encourages genuine communication between partners. When your relationship is protected from outside influences, you're more likely to engage in open, honest conversations with each other. There's a deeper level of trust when you both know that the intimate details of your life together aren't being shared with others. You're free to be vulnerable and authentic without worrying about how your actions or words might be perceived by the outside world. This strengthens the bond between you, fostering a deeper, more meaningful connection. In the context of friendships and family dynamics, keeping personal relationship details private can also help maintain balance and respect. Friendships can be affected when someone feels like they're being compared to another friend, or when family members are constantly being brought into personal disputes or discussions. Protecting the boundaries of your relationships allows each connection to flourish on its own terms, free from the pressure of comparison or the involvement of third parties. Privacy in personal relationships is about creating a space where your connections can thrive without interference. It's not about being secretive or closed off. It's about protecting the sanctity of your relationships from unnecessary outside noise. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, or a family dynamic, privacy allows you to nurture these connections in a way that's true to you. It gives you the freedom to navigate the complexities of relationships with grace, understanding, and mutual respect, without the burden of external opinions or expectations. When you protect the privacy of your relationships, you're not just preserving them, you're strengthening them, allowing them to grow in a way that's authentic and lasting. One of the most essential yet often overlooked aspects of living a fulfilled life is the power of your long-term goals. These goals are the roadmap to your future, the guiding light that gives your life direction and purpose. However, it is equally important to understand that the journey towards achieving these goals is a deeply personal one. Sharing too much about your long-term ambitions with others can dilute their impact, invite unnecessary scrutiny, and even sabotage your efforts. Keeping your long-term goals private allows you to stay focused, undistracted by outside influences, and fully committed to your personal growth. When you share your long-term goals with others, you might feel an initial sense of excitement or motivation. But that external validation can be a double-edged sword. People often react to your goals based on their own experiences, values, and expectations. Some might be supportive, but others may not understand the vision you have for yourself. They may question your goals, express doubt, or impose their own limitations on your dreams. This can create a sense of doubt within you, causing you to second-guess your plans or even feel discouraged from pursuing them. By keeping your long-term goals to yourself, you protect them from the negative or limiting beliefs of others, allowing your ambitions to grow in an environment free from judgment or criticism. Announcing your long-term goals can create an illusion of accomplishment. When you tell others what you're working towards, the praise or encouragement you receive can give you a false sense of progress. You might start to feel like you've already achieved something just by sharing your intention. But the reality is that talking about your goals is not the same as working on them. It's easy to get caught up in the satisfaction of being recognized for your ambitions rather than focusing on the consistent effort required to achieve them. Keeping your long-term goals private helps to maintain the focus on the work itself rather than seeking validation from others. You remain driven by your internal motivation rather than external praise. Privacy around your long-term goals also allows you the freedom to change direction without feeling judged. As you grow and evolve, your goals may shift, and that's perfectly natural. However, if you've publicly shared your ambitions, you may feel a sense of pressure to stick with them, even if they no longer align with your vision or circumstances. You might worry about what others will think if you change course, and this fear can prevent you from making necessary adjustments. By keeping your long-term goals private, you give yourself the flexibility to adapt and evolve without the added weight of outside expectations. You can reassess your path, refine your strategies, and pivot when necessary, all while staying true to your personal growth. Another important aspect of keeping your long-term goals private is the protection it offers from negative energy or sabotage. Not everyone you share your dreams with will be rooting for your success. Some people may feel threatened by your ambitions or project their insecurities onto you. They might subtly undermine your confidence or plant seeds of doubt in your mind. Even well-meaning friends and family can unintentionally discourage you, offering advice that reflects their fears rather than your potential. When you keep your long-term goals private, you shield them from this negativity, allowing yourself to stay focused and confident in your own abilities. Privacy creates a sense of personal accountability. When your long-term goals are private, the only person you have to answer to is yourself. You're not working towards something for the sake of impressing others or proving anything to anyone. Your motivation comes from within, and your success or failure is entirely in your hands. This creates a stronger sense of ownership over your goals, pushing you to stay disciplined, resilient, and committed to the process. You are not performing for an audience, but rather you are on a personal journey of growth and achievement.